moving on to number 12 of the Minnesota Wild top 20 prospects. The biggest fucking steal of the draft, boys. Aron Kiviharju. We have several tied for most optimistic, which also threads the needle here for his 12 ranking. So several with 12. The low man of the group is Mateo at 17. This is the guy that, like, we've had plenty of guys like Marco Rossi was, of course, the inaugural one where, like, we were all going, like, bonkers when they drafted him. Kiviharju is the guy that I did not expect to be available where they got him, and when they did, it was a party for me, Z, and two other people on day 2 of the draft. And there's still a long way for him to go, but you can't not like the upside of a player like this. Now, Pronman would come and remind us how tall he is. That aside, this is going to be a big, fun year for Aron Kiviharju, both with his team back in Finland, but also here in Minnesota, leading the World Junior Finn squad.
Who wants to start?
I wanted to see how long we could have that awkward silence. Let's see. I guess technically out of this group, Z, you are the highest.
Yeah, I mean, so Kiviharju for me is just such a tough projection for like NHL defenseman. Undersized, not a fast skater, not like super agile, but pretty like with the puck can move fairly well. Really good puck mover from the back end. I think it was key last year that he stayed healthy pretty much the whole year. First half of the year or so, it was a bit of a struggle getting back into the swing of things, but by the end, he was logging like regular top 4 minutes for Helsinki, IFK. Was on their power. I always do this quarterback their power play with mixed results. But he's a super smart player. He has scoring ability. He's got tons of skill. The knee injury in his draft year really like hurt his skate. Like he was never like an elite skater, but he was he was a plus skater before he had that bad knee injury that like ruined his draft season, which is why he fell as low as he did, combined with the fact that he's 5'10". But I mean, he's a kid that was like a draft -1 at World Juniors, was playing a ton for Finland a couple years ago. So, like, I still think there's a ton of upside. This is going to be a huge year for him to, like, really take a step forward, log more points. So far this year, he's playing anywhere from, like, 15, 20 minutes in the back end for them. Again, solid on the power play. He's got, like, 1 or 2 points, I think, so far. Just a tough projector. There's just not a whole lot of NHL defensemen with his profile that are, like, the type of defenseman he is. Like, he's looked at as an offensive guy, puck mover, but he's not super fast. He's a solid rush defender. Like he's really good with his stick. Positionally, he's solid. It's just like at 5'10" and like not a super heavy kid, it's gonna be tough like in zone defending. But I think he's smart enough that he does make it. It's again probably like a longer path. But just that big knee injury in his draft season really like just knocked him down a peg or two. But that's where I land with him. It's like really tough projection, but I believe in the hockey sense. I believe in the offensive creativity that he has shown in the past. So if he can just continue to improve the skating, look comfortable in Finland, I think he's going to make it as like a bottom pair, maybe number 4. They're going to be able to chip in on the power play, but still a bit more of a question mark. And you're not like super confident in the projection right now, but we'll see what this year looks like.
Yeah, I think the thing I really like about Kiviharju is he's a very smart hockey player, which I think on the blue line can take you a really, really long way. I mean, the Wild have countless examples of this with guys like Jared Spurgeon, Prime Ryan Suter, just some of those guys who they don't have like a necessarily one skill that jumps out at you, but they just play the game in such a smart way that they make it work. And I think I see a lot of that in him, where if the skating and the recovery from the injury can kind of come back around, and he can kind of be this third pair, just reliable defenseman that can eat a little bit of minutes, maybe bump up and down in a pinch. If he could be that type of guy, I think there's potential there. It's just a matter of if you're the Wild, they have a smaller blue line up front already. So, are they going to be one that looks for smooth, kind of simple puck moving? Do they want some more size on that third pair? I think it really just depends kind of how they want to build their blue line. But I see him as a guy that's going to have probably a pretty big impact in the AHL sooner rather than later. And could potentially, end up on this group as a depth defenseman, maybe. But we'll see. But definitely a player I think there's a lot of upside. It's just wondering if he can get there or not.
Yeah, I think he'll be like one of the smartest guys, on the back end in the AHL. And if he can play with other guys as skilled and who can, I don't know, read a bunch of the plays that he initiates in the back end, and yeah, I think he'll do well, and I think he should be an NHL player down the road. It's just this year was tough for me because, again, I went off a lot of the tape from this last year and didn't play a lot. And when he did, he looked okay. But again, I agree with you guys. The speed isn't necessarily there, but I liked everything else. It's just, is he going to get bullied in the bigger league? So, I mean, I think no one's going to be able to hit him in the AHL. I think he'll be too smart for the AHL. So I guess my biggest question is just like, can he play? Like Brett, you said Spurgeon. Can he take the abuse that Spurgeon takes? Right. So AHL is a good step up, but I think like it's going to be weird. I think the AHL is going to be obviously great development for him, but like until he hits the NHL, where like it's just the guys are big, fast, and just as smart as you. Will he be able to just take, damage in the corners and in front of the net? Like you said, the Spurgeon has been able to adapt to and thrive in.
Yeah, I mean, what Isha is basically saying is, as long as Kiviharju is willing to grip the stick with two hands and just go right for a dude's Achilles, he'll make it. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, he's playing in Finland again this year, but like, the thing is, I think the skating will go a long way in that too, where like he can make himself just less hittable. Like again, before that knee injury, he was really mobile and he had like decent speed. And he was like tough to like get to on the forecheck. Again, like really smart, thinking two plays ahead. So, at his best, he's a really solid puck mover, capable of like taking the puck up himself, finding a first pass, whatever the best play is, he would manage to make that play. So again, like if he could just keep improving on the skating and just playing at a quicker pace, I think that'll go a long way for him. I just think I always bet on the brain. So I just think he's going to make it. It's just, again, I don't think they're going to be in a position where they have to rush him anyways. But if he can continue locking more injury-free hockey, playing pro in Finland, and then whenever he wants to come over to the AHL, I think it's like after this year, he should probably be coming over. I think it'll do a world of good for him. He's just going to stay healthy, continue to prove that skating, get back closer to where he was before that knee injury. And again, like we've seen him at his best before when he was putting up lots of points. Again, I remember the Holinka as a draft -2 or draft minus. I can't remember which one it was, but he was one of the best players at the tournament and one of the youngest ones there. Like he was ridiculous. And like plenty of times he would just take the puck at the blue line. Like his panic threshold is ridiculous. Like he's one of those guys that does not care about having two guys like all over him with the puck at the blue line. He's happy to make a play around him, but that was pre-injury, so we'll see. Again, just another year of pro hockey in Finland, ideally staying injury free. He's going to be in their top four. He's going to be one of their most used defensemen, going to be their power play quarterback. So just continue to play more injury free hockey. I think it'll go a long way for him.